An elderly woman is lifting a sofa. The assistant sees her, runs over, and immediately helps her. The assistant gently asks, "Do you work in our factory?" The elderly woman shakes her head and replies, "Oh no, I don't work here." The assistant says sadly, "You're from a worker's family, right? Coming here is dangerous for you. If you want to rest, you should go to the workers' dormitory." The elderly woman smiles faintly and says, "All right, thank you. I'll go now." The elderly woman walks a little, then comes back and says, "I lied to you just now. The truth is, I do work in this factory." The assistant frowns and says, "Don't lie. You're so old. How could you possibly be a factory worker?" The elderly woman, looking troubled, replies, "I'm not lying. I've been working here for several months." The assistant asks in surprise, "Then who allowed you inside?" The elderly woman wipes her sweat and says, "That would be the glue supervisor. He brought me here." The assistant quickly asks, "The one in charge of the second warehouse, right?" The elderly woman nods and says, "Yes, actually, that glue supervisor is my nephew. I'm his aunt. My son is disabled and can't work, so I came here myself." The assistant, looking concerned, says, "Wait, I'll make a call." She walks a little away and calls, "Hello?" Glue replies, "Yes, ma'am. What's the matter?" The assistant says seriously, "I'm in the 7th floor warehouse. Please come here." After ending the call, the assistant says, "You're so old. Don't work here. It's extremely tiring and you can't make much money." The elderly woman waves her hand and says, No. It's a little tiring, but the pay is enough." The assistant gently asks, "How much do you earn per month?" The elderly woman replies, staring straight, "My nephew pays me himself. He gave me 1,200 yuan for 3 months." The assistant, shocked, asks, "What? Only 1,200 yuan for 3 months?" The elderly woman nods. "Yes." The assistant, in a sad tone, says, "Rest there for a while. I'll call you in a bit." At that moment, the manager arrives and asks, "You called me? What's going on?" The assistant says seriously, "First, put your things down. I need to talk to you. Here's the situation. I have an aunt at home who stays at home every day. I want her to work in the factory." The manager smiles and says, "Are you joking? You can't just assign someone like that with one word. What are you saying?" The assistant calmly replies, "Since you are the factory manager, I didn't want to take the first step." The manager happily says, "All right, I'll arrange it." The assistant adds, "She's over 70. The manager, surprised, says, "Over 70? What work can she do?" The assistant explains, "Don't worry, Glue. I trust you." The manager, feeling concerned, asks, "All right, so when will your aunt come?" The assistant calls out to the elderly woman. The elderly woman comes and the manager is shocked to see her. The assistant asks firmly, "I need to ask you, what is going on? You were supposed to be a trustworthy person in this factory, but now I don't want to see you again." The manager, flustered, says, "Don't do this, please." The assistant, angry and firm, says, "Please? What are you talking about? I will deduct from your salary and give her 400 yuan every month. I already told you this work is extremely dangerous, yet you ignored me and assigned your own aunt to it. This is unacceptable. I don't want to see you again. Leave now." If this elderly woman over 70 can work so hard, then why do you hesitate over the small challenges in your own life?